How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Benji's Logs and Whatnots. I am Benji. It has been an interesting day for a very simple fact that we went back today to work, which is Wednesday, for the first time after about 4 days off. And I can tell you right now, my knees are not happy, considering that the one that we bunged up the other day. Not only that, we do have some more firewood coming today at some point. Not sure exactly when. He did say he was going to be here at some point today. Mum and Dad thought he was going to be here before they got home from Belen, but he isn't here as of yet. So we're still, as you would say, sitting around waiting for him to come in so we can offload the firewood. This time around we're getting 4 cubic meters instead of 2. And we're going to try and get it basically stationed pretty much where that little seat is right there. So we're going to try and get it up and around that general area. Not only that, I shouldn't be out here with a bloody shirt on because it is quite fresh. So we're going to go back inside and sit by the fire and enjoy that while it is up and running, because it is quite nice in there with the heater going and with the electric fan that's in the very heater itself. So far he hasn't arrived yet. I asked Dan when he was going to get here and he said about 5 o'clock. I don't know what the bloody point of me being home with the money earlier was all about. But yeah, it's about 5:30 at the moment and he still hasn't, as you would say, showed up yet. So we're going to sit here for a little bit and see how long it's going to take for the woodman to come and drop off the wood and everything else in between. But either way, it is Wednesday, guys. It is that time of the week where it's our Wednesday night shenanigans. So gonna have a quick bite to eat in the next half an hour and basically head off to our little thing. And it looks like it's about time that these ruddy clouds came through. Earlier today they said it was about a 50% chance of rain, and it literally rained about 5 minutes ago. But those clouds are looking pretty thick at the moment, so maybe another little downpour in a couple of minutes, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. Speak of the ruddy devil, there it is again. A little bit of a shower. There was a little teeny weeny sprinkle earlier today, but not as heavy as this. But supposedly there's going to be some hail a little bit later on today, or tonight, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that either way. I think I might have to put my bloody beanie on for tonight's little thing. Got a jumper on, tracky dacks. Since I had my bloody haircut, I've been feeling a bit cold around the bloody ears. Anyway, I'll definitely put a beanie on before we go, not my bloody cowboy's hat. But I can almost guarantee you, as soon as we put that on and go out in the rain, it's going to start stinking, as it does. Been trying to air that bloody thing out like crazy, but it still ruddy stinks. There we go, that's better. I just found out he's not probably going to be here for another 45 minutes, so no point in me sitting out here getting a chill. Going to go and sit in front of the fire and possibly put another log on it before I go out tonight. But I'm going to keep this beanie close by because we do, as I said, need to go out a little bit later. So I just got back from our little thing tonight, and I can tell you right now, guys, whew, that is a bloody big pile of wood. Jeez bloody Louise. Have a gander at this, will ya? That is a very big pile of bloody wood. Jesus. Yep. I think that'll do us for a while. All good decent sizes too. They'll burn down quite well. Still got a couple of bigger pieces, which is good. Now whatever we don't use out of that, we'll definitely use for next year. We'll definitely go back to him for another load. through summer if he's got any spare. And doesn't look like he's left us that little bloody chopping block. I'll have to ask Dad if he's left one down there, but it doesn't look like there's one there, but Dad could have put it away somewhere so that doesn't get too wet, rotten and everything else in between. Whew. That was a bit of a workout. Filled up the trailer, half filled up that thing just over there. Still have quite a bit to do. Still got all the racking down in between the sheds to fill. So we still have about half a shelf of red gum down in the shed and a couple of little racks up on the back deck, still full of red gum at the moment. So I think we'll save those for night, but we'll use more of this mixed stuff that we've got throughout the day and whatever else. I've got a barrel load there that needs to be stacked up in there, and then we can see how it burns, because I'm not too sure if Mum and Dad have got any of this mixed stuff in the fire pit yet, but we're going to have a bit of a gander at that in just a minute. Just need to catch me bloody breath. It, as you would say, took the wind out of me. I don't know about you guys, but I think I have well and truly overdone myself. Always bloody happens with the wood. Filling up the trailer, filling half that thing in the backyard, and bringing a couple of logs up to the house so that we can at least try them out and see how they go. And I think what I'm going to do right now is have a bit of a lie down, because my legs feel like jelly and everything else in between, so I'm going to have a little bit of a lie down and hopefully recover. So we've got one of the logs in there at the moment. Mind you, it is probably still a little bit wet because of the rain that we've had over the last day or so, but it is still cooking slowly, which is good, which is what we want. We don't want it to, as you would say, go too bloody hard. So I might need to turn that over in a couple of minutes. But other than that, it is doing pretty well. And I do apologise for the screen. It does like to build up a bit of gunk on the screen. So, yeah. Got another one sitting right there, waiting to go. So, see how things go with this. So that's what we truly need, is firewood to burn a lot slower than what a lot of the stuff has been burning. Because we have been going through that much bloody firewood this year. It is ridiculous on how much we've actually burnt. This white stuff that we've got is mixed gum, so hopefully it will burn a little bit slower, so we can, as you would say, burn a little bit slower. We got about 4 cubic meters this time around instead of the 2. It was a pretty penny, 650 bucks. It's a lot less than the 2 square meters that we've been getting. Funny thing with that too, guys, is we didn't even make a bloody dent in that whatsoever, with a trailer load, barrow load up here, and that one up into the little rack that Dad has made for the firewood. It hasn't even made a ruddy dent in that as of yet. Ugh. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to be doing any more of that in the next day or two. I'm going to leave that for the weekend. Try and fill up a bit of the racking in the shed. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to sit back and chill out for the rest of the day. Not much else we can do. Besides, I did download a new video editing software, so I want to fiddle around with that for a bit. See what I can do with it and everything else in between. Because I got a bit sick and tired of Filmora, because it's kept putting snapshots or screenshots in locations I didn't want, and I kept telling it exactly where I want it and everything else in between. So hopefully this one will do 1,000 times better. So in saying that, guys, it is an Arrivederci for now. Thanks for watching, thanks for being a part of it. It's just a bit of a bummer that the guy didn't come before we went out, because I would have loved to have seen him just dump it where he placed it and everything else in between. But it is what it is at the end of the day. But either way, guys, it is an Arrivederci. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, as always, guys, keep it cheesy.